Guys, deluded Guna, Arsenal 2, Milan 0, and yeah, man, Arsenal, we did our thing. And we actually won in a blue kit, like in that blue kit, away from home. I mean, is that the golfing class between the two sides? Did Wenger know he was coming to do a madness, or did we just simply get lucky? Who knows? Let's calm it down and banter aside. We've got a second leg. Let's not get too excited, and they'll be away in the second leg, and they have to attack to probably start Andre Silva. So yeah. Going into the game, we know what there is. We know what time it is. There's no top four. We can't buy a win in the league. We've been getting smacked up in the league. This is our only chance, as unlikely as it is, to get Champions League. And if we could somehow win Europa League and be in Champions League, it would somehow be a decent season, and Wenger could step down inshallah in that aspect. But yeah, man, that's what it is, man. And we've heard reports of Wenger. This is his There's a lot of pressure if we go out of the Europa League. When we go out of the Europa League, there's a serious pressure will be on him to step down. I mean, Wenger's shown he's a real bad man, and he'll step down when he wants, even if we want him to. So yeah, man. There wasn't much more to be said. We're going away from home. We're going against Milan. They're a fallen giant, but they're still AC Milan. Like it's still AC Milan. It's still heavily followed. Their crowd still go on a madness. They might not be the best of sides, but they were still on a good run compared to us. So it was a game that filled everybody with a bit of nerves. And if you were pessimistic, you can be forgiven. There's no shame in that. On top of that, Bellerin's now got a knee injury or some crap like that. I don't know if it's a real injury or he's leaving at the end of the season. There's obviously no Aubameyang and no Lacazette. A couple other men are missing. Ramsey's fresh home after not playing on the weekend, I believe. Did he play? No, he didn't. Or he came on late, I can't remember. Ozil was there. Jack Wilshere was there, Mkhitaryan was there, so it was a lot of creative players. He's going for broke essentially. You saw Ozil on that note. Ozil, Ramsey, and Jack Wilshere. I don't know. I said Jack. They ain't started in a while together, man. That must be it. They must have only did that a handful of times, man. So yeah, I'd say first 10, 15. It was a bit of a weird game. Both teams had chances. Both teams hit the side nettings. I think theirs had that Coutinho hit the side nettings for them, and for us, Mkhitaryan did. But after that, they did. To be fair, man, and I said Arsenal only turn up 5 games this season. I said that last year, and I still say it again. But to be fair, they did their thing, man. It looked like something's in the air, man. Ospina didn't have much to do. He was equal to everything. The defenders done their job and held the midfielders to account. The midfielders didn't run away. You saw when Ramsey was going up there, or Wilshere, one of them was staying back, or two of them were staying back. We looked like a threat down the left-hand side. Welbs getting into the channel, falling on the floor, but yeah. Kola hitting roulettes, bombing down the left. Mkhitaryan getting in pockets. Ozil filling it. Ramsey running in behind. We look like we're gonna do something. We really do look like we're gonna do something. We're away from home. We need to get away goals at this point, man. So yeah, I can't remember the minute. Mkhitaryan, after we were having a good game. Like first half, we were really controlling the thing. To be honest with you, I wouldn't say I was scared. Of Milan scoring. They didn't look like they were on anything, to be honest with you. Like I said, we were bombing down the left, and the first goal came ironically from the left. I think Wilshere had a touch on it. I think Ramsey had a touch on it, but in the build up to it. But Ozil's the one who actually fed the ball through to Mkhitaryan, who could have scored before. Got a bit of fortune. It's a deflected effort, but he put it in, and who cares? It's 1-0. Europa League does count away goals, right? I hope I'm right in that. We're 1-0 ahead, and I didn't expect Arsenal to be in that situation. So I'm happy at this point. I know there's some Arsenal. I want Wenger to step down, but on the internet, I know you guys that follow me on Twitter, DeludeGuna04, have been seeing this. Man want us to lose just so Wenger can go. Yeah, Wenger. We want Wenger to go, but this man has bounced back from anything. There's no guarantee he will go. So imagine you hope we lose every game and he doesn't go. You're gonna feel like a dad. On top of that, why do you want your football team to lose even more than they're losing now? Because isn't that gonna hurt your head? Isn't that gonna hurt you even more? Like, I get the whole it needs to get worse to get better, but come on, man. The chance to win a Europa League, a European trophy, as crap as we are, as unrealistic as it is, just come on now, fix up. But back to the game, man. Like I said, Ozil was making things happen. Ramsey was making things happen. Xhaka was doing all right. Weren't really impressed with Wilshere. Mkhitaryan in the thick of it. I think Mkhitaryan could have had a couple today, as could have Welbs. Oh man, Welbs. I don't even want to draw him out, but yeah, man. We were doing our thing. Even Chambers having a couple good passes and things like that. We really looked a threat. We really looked up for it today. And it was a joy to watch us for once. We ain't seen that for a while, and it will be lost against Watford on Sunday. But yeah, like I said, we did our thing. We're still 1-0 at this point. The only bad problem I have is that it's 1-0. We're getting in behind and we're having chances, but there's not really enough quality to get that second. And if I am right and away goals are in Europa League, then we've got to kind of, if we can get 2, maybe 3, we can have some real fun in the next leg, or just try and put the game out. We don't know what's going to happen. It's about just killing teams and having hunger. And I'm thinking, where's the second? I didn't think it was going to come, because Mkhitaryan had a chance he really should have scored. I'm so sure a couple man had chances towards the end of the first half. Wells, 1-on-1. It was 1-on-1 with the keeper as well. He was poor. Then I'm so sure Wells put through Mkhitaryan. Mkhitaryan could have scored that, so he had a couple. So yeah, man. On top of staying, we stayed disciplined. We were sharp, but it's only 1-0. Thank God. On the 45th minute or so, and added on time, Ramsey plopped up to make it 2-0. Ozil with another assist, found Ramsey. Ramsey does what he does, man, and put it in the back of the net. It's 2-0. It's 2 away goals. We've got 2 goals to match a brilliant first half, to be honest. Going into half time, I'm thinking, all right, cool, let's get a second. Let's not make sure nobody gets injured. Let's keep the same mentality up, because I know we ain't been playing well, so we've been this crap for a while, but time ago, even last year, there's times where we've been on fire in the first half, it's gone in at half time, and it's been a completely different Arsenal. So you want to avoid that, because this is all we have for our season now, at least until we buck our next big side, if we even go through in this thing. But yeah, we come out second half. I'm not gonna lie to you. We're still doing all right, but I did think Milan were a bit sharper. They're coming into the game. Suso was having a couple of opportunities. They were blazing over the bar. They just really they were playing for fouls. They were getting peed off, and it just became a case of managing out the game, which we did on a terrific scale, in my opinion. So yeah, man, there's really not much more to be said. Like I gotta give credit. Like Wenger, you need to step down, but the tactics are spot on. Even when you changed it in the second half slightly. The players, you did your job. I mean, you should be doing this all the time, and now the game's done. I want to see this against Watford. It's a professional job. Man remained disciplined. Man remained tactically disciplined. Man held each other to accounts. I saw people pulling the right backs. I saw people pulling the centre halves. I saw people, midfielders, telling people to push up and drop. Like, I saw a lot, man. I have to big up Koscielny as well. I can't remember what minute, but there was an excellent slide challenge. And on speed, I have to big him up as well. He didn't have much to do, but he came off his line once real quick. I still think he's a dud. But yeah. It's 2-0. It's 2-0 in the first leg. We go into it's only half time. We go into next Thursday. At least it'll be at 8 o'clock, so I don't have to run home again. With a different sort of mentality. We don't have to chase the game. We can kind of take it as it comes and let them come to us and try and pick them off. The only bad points I have about the game is not due to the performance. It's Kolar. Kolar hasn't looked fit since the initial half of the season. I don't know what's wrong. He obviously came off. Hopefully he's not out for too long. My man as well. What's his face? Chambers, after having I think Chambers had a pretty good game. He got injured. Don't know how long he's going to be out for. And yeah, we're dropping like flies. But apart from that, it's 2-0 to Arsenal. We can't complain. Guys, Deluded Guna, YouTubes and Golo Kante. Get in the comments, subscribe, and do the rest. I'm out. Thank you for having me.